Cody coming on for another edition of Summer of D&D Settings. And today, for this event, we're doing Faerun like we did last week. But we forgot something, and that is Tasha, which is basically D&D's main female wizard NPC who has a spell of laughter. Sorry about forgetting it in previous video, and we're still in Faerun. Last time we talked about the North and the most important, but starting today, and today we're going to talk about the other directions of the set, the other four regions, each direction of Faerun, because those are important. Let me explain with my friend Magic Friends. Your turn.
Oh, so let's see. Where are we in the timeline, Cody? We're right as we're going into second edition now, right?
Yes, but that's not until we talk about the three other Forgotten Realms settings.
Yeah, I'm just setting us up. So we're talking about like right before we go into second edition.
Yeah.
And D&D is still trying to like put out books that people want to buy.
Right.
So now that Faerun is the big area that we want people to be in going forward, they're like, let's make the whole realm really, really big.
Yeah.
And so there's three zones in Faerun that are not on the Sword Coast like last week, but they're supposed to represent different adventures your characters could go on. Okay, so we have three of them.
Yeah, one of them is the Agent Plane, which was inspired by freaking the freaking Asian source book back in first edition.
Mm-hmm. That plane is called Kara Tour.
Yes.
It's kind of takes all of the Eastern ancient countries, places like Korea, Japan, Nepal, Mongolia.
Yeah.
And that's to the east of Faerun. It adds things like Oni.
Yes.
And it adds a lot of Oriental style adventures and a lot of weaponry that we didn't have up till now, including things like swords and like katanas and nunchuck and sai and things of that nature.
Sorry, Lorfing. Doesn't include a kappa? Sorry, that was a reference.
We get to kappa later.
I'm sorry, that was a joke.
Oh, I know what you were saying.
With Mr. Caps, yeah. I don't want to explain my lore stuff now. This is just a cutaway. Now let's get back to the video.
So it's to the east. You have to go across the ocean to get there.
Yeah.
And it unfortunately last week Faerun was really progressive because they had we're getting rid of like the inherently bad parts about orcs and goblins because they can be good guys now. We're having a lot of female characters that are like big powerful wizards and big powerful paladins.
Yes, and now we're getting into
these settings are a little bit more.
We did the east. Now let's go to the south with the genie plane, the Arabian setting.
Yep. So south of Faerun, where it's much hotter, is Al-Qadin.
Yeah.
That's the Arabian setting. It's based off of like what we consider the Middle East now, but the classic lore of Shahrazad and 1001 Nights and Aladdin.
Yes. And I have no choice but to use the ghost of Robin Williams present the main race of this, the genie of the lamp. Sorry, that was a joke.
I get it. This is the first setting where nobody is inherently evil. So in this setting, all of the races are just living in oasis cities trying to survive. But the problem is that they really took a lot of Hollywood out of it. So it's not true to the actual people of the Middle East. It's true to what Hollywood thinks the Middle East is.
Right. Or Bollywood culture.
Yeah.
Bollywood culture, as you know, got really popular in 2000s for a lot of meme parody, but that's another discussion because Bollywood stuff became one of the 2000s dumber fakes. Like, so many music videos mock Bollywood's tone. I don't want to explain that. Like, I remember a freaking show I like called The Guild, which is connected to Critical Role when it comes to starting founding, which I will explain critical when we get to our last setting for the season. But anyhow, point is...
So what's the last setting? Where is
our
that?
last setting is not really a part of the map that we still see more of now with like Tomb of Annihilation sort of brought it back for a little bit. And that is the wow, I can't remember the swamp plain.
Yeah, the
with
Central
the snake.
American.
Yeah, the Central American / West plain, and that is basically the West plain is technically main thing. They have snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those snakes. Bleep and plain.
So the West Plain Maztica is Mesoamerican.
Sorry, I did a joke.
What was the joke?
You know, snakes on a plane. Get it?
Oh, I did miss it. I'm sorry.
God, I didn't want to say it out loud. It's not appropriate.
I know what you're saying.
God, yeah.
The Mesoamerican is kind of in the hybrid of like Incan, Aztec, that type of culture.
No touchy.
But it's also designed to be the plane that you explore first after you leave the Forgotten Realms or the Sword Coast.
Yes.
It's meant to be like people from the Sword Coast just landed there and now it's changing their world.
Correct. That's kind of a thing why they brought it back for Tomb of Annihilation.
Yep. And it's where Tomb of Annihilation is now placed out there.
Correct.
So with those 3 settings there's a reason there's only a handful of source books for those 3 settings. Nowadays, we might go back and have a lot of questions about why were they picked this way? Why weren't things changed about them? But back then, there was a lot of like newness to how role playing should be. So people wanted to see things that were represented by them. There were people who were like, "Hey, why aren't there any Asian people in this game?" They're like, "Oh, well, here's the Asian setting. Why aren't there any?"
With Oriental Adventures, which is one of D&D's more popular first edition later products, but that's another show. But the point is, we're done with first edition, and now for our second of 3 videos of 4 parts of this series where we do an update on the setting, and now, I mean edition, and now we're not in first anymore, now we're in second edition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're going to second edition, Oriental Adventures will still be in second edition, and that'll last all the way through third.
Yeah.
Greyhawk will continue through second, but that's about where it will die. And
Dragonlance will have his last hurrah of very good importance now in second edition.
Yep.
And a lot of the next, like every video from, except for the last 2, are gonna be in second edition focus.
Yeah.
Like, second edition has 8 classes, but really 10 out of the 12 base classes in modern D&D.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 we don't have are sorcerers, which we sort of do later on, but that's not really name dropped officially. It's like maybe you count that, but not really.
It's still called a wizard back in this edition, but we start getting the concept of like
wild magic,
where you don't have to cast a spell,
right?
Because you learned it,
right. And the other class we don't have is warlock, which we will talk about at the end of our series. But the point is, Forgotten D&D is now into it, what most people think of D&D.
Mm-hmm.
And next time we will talk about a setting that we...
Hey, we're not done yet.
Sorry.
You forgot all of my feats, Cody.
Oh, yeah, feats. Yeah, feats are really important in D&D. I didn't realize feats were in second edition, but third edition would make feats, like, important what they are. In this edition, they're just background details.
Yeah, in this edition, feats are meant to fill out your character with cool details about them. You might be the person who cooks the food at the camp. You might be the person who repairs the armor.
Right.
You might be the person who knows what flowers to pick when you're hungry. But you don't use them like you do in the other editions where it gives you the ability to roll dice or do something different. It's more that you have to tell the DM, like, hey, I have herbology. Can I look around to find some mushrooms to make this food taste better? Or can I look for a mushroom that maybe cures the poison that I got affected by earlier?
Correct.
But it's not a thing where you roll for it. It's just, does the DM let you try?
Yes.
And in future editions, we'll get to where you get combat feats. We don't have those yet.
Correct. But and now I can say next time we'll start with the only first edition setting that we haven't talked about yet, but technically in 2nd edition, it's a real setting now, and that is Ravenloft. Hope you see that again. How you like the video? Leave a comment down below if you like this D&D Summer of Setting video. If you like it, I might do another one with Magic next year, but only time will tell. This is Commit saying bye-bye, and Magic Friends saying bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
For now.